Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakatahawa, Brakatahawa Shai, Brakatahawa, Brakatahawa Shai, Brakatahawa, Brakatahawa Shai, Duwada, Abba, Kadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone that teaches us his truth, which we know is 100% truth. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only to let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. And it's talking about women. It was talking about seven. The word 7 means completion. So it doesn't mean just 7 women. It could be more, it could be less. More likely it's going to be a lot more than just 7. And it's talking about the men of the Lord, man. And they're going to want to seek out the men of the Lord during that time, the time of distress, the time of Jacob's trouble. And I was watching this video just a minute ago.
I don't see people talking about is how invisible it can feel.
Fair use, fair use.
Being, a woman who's in her late 30s, going into 40.
Fair use, fair use. This is only for entertainment purposes. Not any monetary gain that's made from this. Only for entertainment and educational purposes only.
And I'm sure beyond. And you feel like you're invisible. Like, at least that's how I feel. I feel like no one notices me.
Imagine your whole life praying to have Kitty Pryde's superpower to walk through the wall of no return. But your independent fairy godmother screws up and gives you the power of Susan Storm, aka the Invisible Woman. Yes, instead of tailoring your first kitty costume for Halloween, you're stuck in your apartment, one hand rubbing your cat, and the other hand vigorously massaging your kitty.
That's what strong women do.
My brothers, this woman is proof that Ozempic kills more brain cells than fat cells. But as their age makes them fade out of sight like that peace guy, I want you to remember this. There is no glory in old coochie. There is no mountain man nod of respect for leaving the house of a 45-year-old Sex in the City Samantha at 3 a.m. in the morning. No, only questions. No high fives for granny thighs. But I digress.
And I'm not talking about men. I'm just talking about, like, in general, like, going through life. Like, no one really celebrates the single woman. No one really cares. Like, I just keep to myself, and, like, others, like, they're living their life. Like, they have their families, their kids, you know, doing their things. And it can be really isolating sometimes. And I want to know if anyone else feels like this. Like, it's great to be independent and all. Like, I'm glad I'm able to, like, support myself and do everything that I want to do, basically. But at the same time, I feel super invisible to everyone around me. And I just want to say that if you're in this position too, like, you're not alone. I see you.
And that's what's happening now today, man. A lot of men see how the women have become so ungrateful, you know, and so prideful, to the point that men don't even want to bother dealing with them, especially in the West, man. Especially when you're talking about Babylon the Great, the Babylonian type women. And mainly you nigger women. You Jakes, man. You so-called Southern Kingdom women, the black woman. You're the worst, man. You're the worst of all women that's on the planet right now. And it's the pride that Esau Edom has given you and built you up and used you as a tool to destroy your nation. And men they're catching up. You know, they finally seeing what the hell has been going on for so long. And that's by the will of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, it really started with GMS. They've been pushing this a long time ago, man. And then Calvin Samuels and the other red pill cats got on the scene. But men are starting to catch up and seeing that it's nothing but a game, that our women, the women of our nation, alongside with Esau Edom, has been playing a game to destroy the black family. You know, Eve is leading the way in abortions. She's leading the way in divorces. When they do get married and go into the court, brothers are losing out, man. They're losing their families behind dealing with these so-called nigger women. And so brothers pretty much checked out of that market of putting these women, you know, first like they used to back in the day. But let me go ahead and go on this pretty good video. he kind of gives a good breakdown of what's going on with the women, and now Isaiah chapter 41 verse 1 is definitely coming out.
Girls, like, we need to stop. Stop.
Yeah, stop what, Skeletor? Just a minute. Yes, grovel for us. Please look at me. Please acknowledge my existence. Please flirt with me. Please approach me. Please allow me to reject you to boost my confidence. And most importantly, please stop looking at younger versions of me. Yes, I know calling you a creep or Jeffrey Epstein doesn't work anymore. But come on, please.
We're worth more than this.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie. Flashback.
We're reaching a turning point in society in which women are decentering men and literally don't want men, but men need women. Men need women.
A few moments later.
So I'm hosting a speed dating event, and like 9 women have showed up and only 2 males. Why? And like 7 males paid for tickets. So I don't know why. Why don't men come to speed dating events?
Because the only women showing up to these speed dating events are washed up, emotionally damaged, menopausal and leftovers. It just proves how far the value of the modern woman has fallen. Not too long ago, maybe like 8 to 10 years back, if you told a group of men that women were going to be at a set location, you would smell starch in the air, hear the hiss of irons, and feel the steam rising as shirt collars get pressed to perfection. Yes, the scent of Irish Spring and Issey Miyake would float through the room as men sharpened themselves to make an impression. 2 condoms and 1 fresh pack of Altoids were stuffed into front pocket. Fast forward to 2025, and somebody says, hey, there's gonna be a trailer load of girls at this speed dating event. Shabba.
Not the stinking Shabba, yes!
The response is a collective, no excitement, no anticipation, just nothing. Maybe it's Maybelline for the smell of unbalanced pH. But these women bring 0 spark, 0 thrill. It's sad but true. It's to the point where clubs are charging women and letting men in for free. Wait, hold on. Let me say that again, because I don't think y'all heard me. The clubs and events are charging women $35 admission prices, while men get in for free. Women are paying clubs and events to meet and talk to you. Look, boss, I'm done.
So a few months ago, I made a video.
See, Eve really fell into that lie, man. You know, she's easily deceived, which goes back to being in the garden, believing the lie that Esau Edom has fed her, giving her these jobs, giving her these benefits and all these things, to the point where she feels she was above her men. And now she's receiving the repercussions from it, because Esau Edom is done with her now. She had already destroyed 3 or 4 generations of families, of black men. And so now this is the manifestation from that. You like I said, they going to these dating events, and now the women are being charged and the men get to come in for free, which I remember back in the day when I used to get to clubs, it used to be totally the opposite. But times have changed, man. And like I said, they're always claiming to be the most educated, the big high earners and all that, boss bitches. And so now, you know, brothers are calling that. And that's by the will of the Lord, man. And let me carry on.
Titled Dating in DC, talking about how there are more women than men at the club, and that gives them this disproportionate advantage where they now kind of act and behave as if they're the prize. And a lot of people either agreed or said that I was male-centered and
Jake is the prize. Jake is the prize, and that's the delusion that they have a hard time dealing with. The accountability that they're not able to able to digest. But in that day, it's coming very close to that time, man. Women gonna be begging men to be with them, good men. Because right now, the only thing they really chase is other Keishas, Brads, white dudes, and jail cats, man. But
basically said, okay, I will never talk about this on the internet again.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna make you finish. But you ever noticed how they just make up sociology terms to cover their...
Failure!
Come on, there's no gender imbalance. Men no longer want to party with Miss Snuffleupagus. They've grown tired of the triple bellies, 3-month-old weave, and nasty attitude. They have discovered that the world has more to offer them than Keisha's kids. Yes, there is no disproportionate advantage, only more choice and better options. The quote, "accept me for who I am" foolishness is no longer valid, but I digress.
And then I was scrolling on Posh and I came across this. So apparently this weekend there was this event called Women Love Beards. Essentially what it is, and I will read you the description from the organizers. Basically they say in order to maintain gender balance experience, the men get in for free and the women pay $35 for entry.
I didn't see that one coming.
So this is the men's page, and then I'll show you the women's page. There's a whole separate page for women to pay to be in the company of men. Guys, I fear we've lost the plot. I mean, I get it. This is how they're solving for it, but when I said that there's a gender imbalance and it's making men act like they're the prize, this is what we get. Anyways, I refrain from having any comments on this, but all I will say is, if I ever went to an event and then they made me the face of some shit like this, I'm suing. Your mama's getting sued, your daddy's getting sued, everyone's getting sued.
And that's that proud spirit of Eve, man. That's why nobody deals with Eve. No other nation of men will fuck with Eve, man. Especially you nigga women. No other nation of men want to deal with Eve. And they use them as a jump off, but they will not settle with Eve and have a family, raise a family. Because they know she's definitely totally delusional, man. She's totally up under the witchcraft of Esau Edom. And it's crazy, you know. That, you know, it's coming down to this, but, you know, it's a beautiful time that we in, man. It's a beautiful time to see the light starting to shine through. And how much more so now, you know, they struggling to find men when that time of Jacob's trouble come, you know. A lot of these women have burned a lot of bridges with their baby fathers, you know, with their male family members and friends. A lot of people got to hold a showing up grudge with Eve, man. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 4. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, because our women are totally filthy, man. Our women have become niggas, man. They became so masculine, like niggas out here screwing every Tom, Dick, and Harry. They got more bodies on them than the average man does, man. And we're not going to talk about abortions and all these other things that they get into. And shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof in the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. Because Eve take your average Eve, man, that's been out here in these streets, they done some detestable things that as a man we couldn't even imagine, you know. You know, some of the things that they done with these other nations of men. Like they said, they had this thing where I don't fly to Dubai, but they don't have to go to Dubai to get that kind of treatment, man. They do that shit right here with these Edomites, man, and with these men of other nations, man. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. So we definitely crying out, you know, the men of the Lord is the one that's putting this word out, man, putting the Lord's word out. And the women of our nation are rejected. They're rejected, you know, because Eve believed in saving Esau Edom. That's her main focus. When you try to give them this truth, if Esau can't be saved, you know, her daddy can't be saved, they want no parts of it, man. They want no part. That's the majority of them. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 10. Plus, Eve don't like to listen to a so-called black man or man of her nation, especially a black man, period. You know, anybody could tell her, you know, the right way to go, but once a black man tells her, she's gonna go totally the opposite. The men of her nation, so-called black man. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 10. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, All them government subsidies, these jobs, AI is about to totally disappear. You're talking about millions of jobs, man. Millions of jobs gonna be done away with within the next couple of years through AI. And the gathering shall not come. Once they get this 6G in here, it's a wrap, man, as far as, you know, going out here and making employment with a lot of these jobs going to be done away with. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 11, tremble ye women, that ye are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare. And right now they're being stripped bare. And gird sackcloth upon your loins. And like I say, you got a lot of women out here now that are homeless with kids, sleeping in their cars if they're lucky to have a car. Someone sleeping in tents, anywhere where they can find a place to stay. One thing about these women, they will hold on to their pride, man, to their dying breath and to their frozen hands, man. They hold on to that feminism mindset that they've been fed by Esau Edom, by the enemy. They shall lament for the teats. And that means these special gifts that they've been given them by Esau Edom, man. These government jobs, you know, that they were giving them. This education that the government gave them. You know, this free housing, this Section 8, all these things, man, it's going to come to an end. For the pleasant fields and fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the houses and joy in the joyous city. I see a lot of women catching hell right now in the wintertime, man. They don't have men to go out there to start the car, to warm the car, to clean the ice off. They don't have men to, you know, to help them, you know, with the car when it won't start in the cold. They don't have that anymore. They done away with that. They don't have men to go out there and clean those driveways off or dig their car out. Yeah, right now we're in winter. You know, that's one thing Kevin Samuels often talked about. Winter is coming, man. And this is just the beginning of it. I'm not just talking about just the physical winter, but the spiritual winter that's coming in. That's going to destroy a lot of these women. But that's pretty much it, man. Just want to kind of hit that point. You know, Eve going to be catching hell, man. This is just the beginning of it. That proud ass spirit they got. Once the government shut down all these jobs, man, that the ones out here who are working, and then they take away these benefits, they're gonna beg for a man of the Lord, man. So you brothers just hold on, man. And you like, see, you just don't take anything. You're gonna get the top notch, man. The best of our women. And the rest of them, they just gonna have to suffer. They're gonna have to be, they're gonna have to lose it on this side, man. Come back to the ones that are elect. Man, they're gonna be left out there to be ravaged. That pride is going to be done away with in an instant. So Lord will, this lesson's edifying. With that, say shalom.